think, Marge. All I need is a title.
A co-worker who has never agreed with me presenting as a transgender woman once told me that if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to dress as a woman, I should do it all the way or not at all. Despite her bigoted attitude, what this person said was essentially correct. If you as a trans woman want to be seen as such, you need to put in the effort to look and act as a woman would in public. The reason this video is being made is because of these people.
We're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here. You watch him out.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I know that in the case of this guy, he's been all over the internet, and it is not because he looks good in his combination outfit of pink and gray. Despite demanding that he be called ma'am, he does not act like one, which is why I don't refer to him as such. There is much more to this issue. Trans people will soon reach the same critical point that all minorities reach in trying to become normalized. At some point in the near future, people will begin accepting them more than they reject them. There will always be those on the far fringes of society who will insist that one's presenting gender does not matter, that a trans woman is still a man due to biology. The answer to those people is you simply ignore them on that point and deal with how they address you in a civil way. Most people nowadays will address a trans woman by her preferred pronouns as a matter of courtesy. However, no one can read minds, and trans women still have to make some effort if they wanted to be treated as the women that they are. This video will help in this matter. We will review the two cases that Politics City has addressed to this point, with links to both of them in the description below. I will also place a link to a video that I produced a couple of years ago and put up for Patreon members. In that video, I answered some questions that cisgendered people have asked trans women. Some of my answers are different from what the trans women in the video give, and it demonstrates that all of us have our own circumstances and our own journey to get where we are now. The other part of that video deals with some of my clothing and focuses on what factors I deal with while buying various articles of clothing. However, on a more broader approach, let's rewatch our trans women videos, and this time, we will be critiquing them from the approach of, does this come across as how a real woman would behave, and how a trans woman should perhaps better present themselves?
They don't.
They're too low to even fucking understand.
They don't even understand
Don't worry about it.
whatsoever.
Just for a recap here, this man was a trans woman at a business in Las Vegas. As you can clearly see, he is presenting as a male, with no visible attempt to appear female. Yet he wants to use the women's room because he is a trans woman. This situation came to the attention of the business manager, who of course was not happy about it, and you can see why. From all appearances, a man is wanting to use the women's bathroom. A somewhat heated conversation ensued.
Either way, when we have any.
Have you seen my ID? I'm sorry, have you seen my ID?
You can provide ID. I guess my ID.
Oh, okay. So we ID trans women to use the bathroom. Am I different than a regular woman in your eyes?
Yes, you do look different. You look like a beta male who is whining about not getting his way. Your face does not look like a woman's face. Your hair does not look like how a woman would do hair. And your clothing is not what a woman would wear. On all counts, you are not even attempting to pass as a woman, and everyone has a right to call you by what they see. A man.
How is the New York, so as far as New York company policy, what about Nevada state law? What about discrimination against sexual identity and gender? Is that what you guys do?
Oh, go ahead. Sue this man and his business. If this case made it to a court, the business owner would simply say that he saw a young man attempting to use the women's room. And if this video was submitted for evidence, it would prove that point. It is not discrimination to go by what your eyes and ears are telling you about the situation.
So you're allowed to violate state law?
I can ask you to leave at any particular time
We are
for any
leaving.
particular reason.
Okay, because I'm a trans woman?
I'm not
So
doing
you're
that.
asking me to leave because I'm a trans woman?
Absolutely not. I'm not asking. I'm simply
Okay.
stating that on private property, we have the ability to ask you to leave for any reason whatsoever.
This business owner is correct. Anyone making a scene that is damaging to a business can be asked to leave the property. If they refuse, the police can be called in, and the person could then be cited for trespassing. However, to this point, the conversation seems to be generally civil. It's not that women can't get angry. It's how you handle yourself and your emotions as a woman once you do get angry that presents you either as an angry woman or an enraged man.
And the identity and the ability to deny someone the ability to use the bathroom that corresponds to their gender.
To use one of our private bathrooms? Yes. Just if somebody walks up to your house and knocks on your door and says, you can't deny me for using your bathroom.
No, it's fine. So trans women,
ID to
so trans women are not welcome to use the bathroom. It's humanity.
I got this. Thank you.
Trans women are not welcome to use the bathroom. It's humanity.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
What I said was, you didn't provide an ID.
Can we just get the? I'm sorry.
There are family restrooms which are perfectly fine.
So I can use a special restroom? I'm not a woman. I don't get to use the women's restroom. You don't see me as a person. Here's the problem.
You are
Here's the
obviously.
problem. I'm obviously not a person. I'm a sexual fetish that is degraded on flyers.
If you wish to change policy, this is not the venue. We are not the people that can do
You
it.
are the only person in Vegas that has this policy. Sweetheart, I've been using the women's room all over this city. And you are the only ones in this fucking city.
Maybe speak to him.
No.
Ask for ID.
Oh, okay. So now you're a man interrupting me?
Go ahead.
I'm a trans woman and I'm not good enough for you to use your women's bathroom?
And again, that answer would be no, because you don't look like a woman. You can claim to be a trans woman all you want, but in order to be treated like one, you have to put some effort into looking the part.
That's what's going on right now?
No, obviously you're just raising a snake because you're being denied something, which is human nature.
Oh yeah, I'm being denied the fact that I'm to use the women's bathroom. Here's
If you don't calm down and speak as an individual to each other.
So I did some digging and found a news story about this incident that went up on local media. As you can see from the picture, this person, named Kate Charm, looks a tad more feminine, but in my opinion, could still very much be confused or mistaken for a man.
We're not doing credit. You're going to give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
This person is not only not acting like a woman, but is doing so in front of a small child.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was in general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
Either you are a man on a testosterone rush, or you are a woman on her period. Either way, you are a very angry person.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number now.
I can get it before you feel like it's not a problem.
Get it for me now.
I can do that. I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
destroying property.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man because quite clearly I am not.
Well, using the same criteria, your face, hair, and clothing do not reflect what a woman would be like, although the combination of pink and gray gets you some points. However, your biggest problem is how you act. You are acting like a very angry man who is wearing women's clothing. A woman does not threaten to take someone outside and beat them up. A man, however, certainly might.
I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes,
I'm
get it
just
for me
asking-
now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Give me the damn number now, please. Ooh!
Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh!
I apologize, ma'am. I will get you that number right now.
No, you're just gonna keep bumping your gums. You're just gonna keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money over this.
Now, some people might ask why I'm referring to both of these individuals with male pronouns. The reason is they are presenting or acting like men, not trans women, and certainly not women. When I see a trans woman acting like this, I don't see a woman. I see a man dressed up as a woman, but acting like a man. I don't believe that this is the reaction that they are looking for, and it is certainly not a reaction that will serve trans women in general well in the future. So the goal of this video has been to give trans women who are struggling to pass as women some information on how to go about doing it. I will state right out front that I am not perfect by a long shot. My presentation also needs work, but I am putting forward the effort to look beautiful and to look like a woman. There are actually professionals who work to help people with their transitions so that they have more of the look or presentation that they want. I'll put some snippets here, but a link to the full video will be in the description below.
So when I think about the fact that there is a person whose literal job is to coach trans women and to teach them how to be quote unquote more feminine, my initial reaction is a little bit of a cringe.
Yeah, I feel like the idea of a cis woman teaching trans women what it means to be a woman is kind of weird.
Well, just the concept of having a cis female try to show a transgender woman how to be more feminine is ridiculous because there's really no definition of what feminine is.
I just think that there's no A type of woman.
There are a lot of trans people out there who do not want to conform to that standard of femininity.
Femininity doesn't have to be heels and a dress. It can be, yeah, I don't know, docks and pants. Like, that's what I like wearing every day, and I think I'm feminine.
If she's like, you know, showing them how to do nails, you know, hair, really get there, you know, if that's what they want.
Lovely suit. Are you looking forward to burning it?
I guess I'm all for it.
I'm Monica Prada, and I work as a feminine image consultant.
Hello, Chrissy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
My name is Kristen Browdy. I'm an attorney.
So tell me, what are you guys doing today?
So right now we're basically just going through the clothing that I had Chrissy bring.
Most of my practice is matrimonial and family law, and I also do some civil litigation.
Do the sheer black tights and the new Gucci pumps.
Oh, I just like the sound of that.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Okay, so this looks great. Can you step back for a second? Let me just see. Oh, it looks awesome with the shoes.
Notice you.
Look, I'm trans. There's no way I'm not going to be trans, and I'm not ashamed of being trans. But at the same time, when I'm working as an attorney, when I'm going to court, I don't want being trans to be what's in front of people.
Right.
I want an attorney to be in front of people, and that's why Monica's advice is so valuable.
How do you feel in this?
It's good.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
I think you look really cute. I'm feeling like, you know, we're gonna go get your ears pierced today. It's like a big celebratory moment.
Yeah.
So why not dress up?
You want to go for the dress?
Let's go for the dress. What do you think?
Now a word to the two people reviewed in this video. I don't know you. I don't know the details of your transition, and I'm not on the same journey as you are. This video is only commenting on how you have acted and how people who are trans can act better so that they can present better. The only advice I can give directly to you is that please do your best. Be the best woman that you can be, and if you are making the transition, I would wish you the best of luck, and that you stay safe while doing it. There are people who take great risks in making the transition attempt, and some of them become part of the sad statistics on the deaths of trans people. This is why everyone's journey is different, because they have to take their own circumstances and prospects into consideration before making the decision to transition. In my case, financial and health issues will prevent me from ever taking all but the first few superficial steps. So I truly wish you the best.